Hidden behind the sand-colored walls of a fortified palace in Riyadh, the most powerful children in the Arab world are growing up far from public view. They are the heirs of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the architect of Vision 2030, the controller of Aramco's oil empire, and arguably the most feared man in the Middle East. But what about his children? Who are they? What kind of world are they growing up in? No photos, no names, no birthdays shared with the world. The Crown Prince's children live in a parallel reality, one where surveillance replaces bedtime stories and armored convoys wait outside playgrounds. They are being groomed for a future few can comprehend, one of absolute control over a $2 trillion kingdom. This is not a fairy tale. This is royal succession built on secrecy, precision, and power. Welcome to the childhood of the next Saudi dynasty. The hidden heirs of Arabia. In a world obsessed with royal families, from the British tabloids to Instagram feeds of Dubai's sheikhs, the children of Mohammed bin Salman are a mystery wrapped in protocol and paranoia. Officially, almost nothing is known. Unofficially, whispers inside diplomatic circles speak of multiple children, both boys and girls, born to Princess Sarah bint Mashhour, MBS's royal wife and cousin. There are no public photos, no official birth records shared. Their lives are hidden behind encrypted networks and guarded by elite units of the Saudi Royal Guard. Not even senior government officials have access to their inner world, and yet, within the kingdom's golden elite, stories leak. Sources close to the royal court speak of children tutored by former intelligence officers turned private mentors. English, Arabic, Mandarin, advanced diplomacy, biometric access to AI-powered educational chambers inside royal estates, private zoos, surveillance-proof bunkers doubling as playrooms, falconry lessons at dawn, ethics briefings by men trained in national security, their toys, custom-built robots from Massachusetts Institute of Technology engineers, their lullabies, Quranic verses played through hidden speakers calibrated for sonic purity. But the mystery goes deeper. Some say the Crown Prince's eldest son has already begun reviewing redacted national reports under strict supervision. Others claim a daughter was recently present, through an encrypted live feed during a closed-door Economic Council meeting, watching her father maneuver Saudi Arabia's financial future in real time. One source, a former European diplomat, recounted a rumor of the children attending a secret weekend retreat hosted in a repurposed royal desert fortress. The guests, not other children, but the sons and daughters of generals, tech billionaires, and intelligence officers. The aim, to forge bonds of loyalty between the future rulers of Saudi Arabia's internal power circles. These children are not sheltered. They are schooled in the sharpest realities of politics, legacy, and power. They are not being raised for the spotlight. They are being raised for command. The Palace of Total Control. The royal estate housing MBS's children is not just a palace. It's a data fortress equipped with biometric gates, underground safe rooms, and artificial intelligence-run surveillance. Every breath is monitored, every entry logged, every potential threat neutralized before it approaches the perimeter. Insiders call it the Shadow Palace. Built in a remote sector of Riyadh, the estate operates independently of national systems. It has its own desalination plant, a subterranean medical wing, and a climate-controlled Falcon dome. The children's movements are choreographed with military precision, not for paranoia, but because of lineage. MBS knows his enemies, and he knows what they would do to his bloodline. Security is not just about guards and cameras, it is about behavioral algorithms that detect shifts in mood, drones that monitor oxygen levels and crowd formations. Even the nannies are ex-intelligence officers trained in child psychology and tactical defense. What looks like a nursery is actually a command center. What appears to be a playground is monitored by satellites. There are no random accidents here, only calculations. And beyond security, the environment itself is engineered for dominance. The palace is wired with emotion mapping software. Sensors track cortisol levels, eye dilation, and micro-expressions. This is not parenting. It is psychological shaping. At sunrise, the palace initiates a timed lighting sequence designed to simulate optimal circadian rhythm. At sunset, soundscapes of ancient Arabian poetry blend with neural frequencies designed to stimulate memory consolidation. The children dine on curated nutrition plans developed by both royal chefs and medical geneticists. No processed food, no sugar spikes. Every calorie is calibrated. Their dining halls resemble think tanks more than kitchens, with screens quietly displaying live news from 15 countries, economic charts, and real-time language translations. While the world outside debates the future of artificial intelligence, inside this palace, it is already fused with childhood. Rumors persist of an off-site annex, known only as Zone 9, where the eldest children are transported via armored vehicle once a month. There, they engage in live simulations mimicking cyber attacks, energy crises, and diplomatic meltdowns. Real-time decisions are tracked, graded, and assessed by an elite team of former national security advisors. The goal, not simply to raise royalty, but to manufacture rulers. Groomed for the throne. At the age of 7, one of the Crown Prince's sons was reportedly flown to Neom by private jet, not for vacation, but for a week-long shadowing session with cyber defense strategists. Another source claims that by age 9, his eldest daughter was already proficient in data encryption, fluent in 3 languages, and being tutored in macroeconomics by a former International Monetary Fund official. In the royal lineage, childhood is not a time for innocence. It is a training phase. There are no iPads for idle entertainment. Instead, the children are given access to classified virtual reality simulations that recreate geopolitical crises. They practice negotiation, not negotiation games. One-on-one briefings replace bedtime stories. Insiders say that MBS personally oversees the curriculum and has even ordered custom software built to track emotional resilience and pattern recognition in his children's responses. In the evenings, the children reportedly meet with their mother, Princess Sarah, who reinforces traditional values while maintaining strict codes of etiquette. Every gesture matters. Every phrase is curated. But the training extends beyond palace walls. It is said the Crown Prince occasionally brings one of his children to high-level diplomatic receptions, disguised, anonymous, watching silently from behind mirrored glass. There, they observe how alliances are formed, how leverage is built, and how silence speaks louder than speeches. Each child has their own royal dossier. Inside are metrics, psychological performance scores, negotiation aptitude, cross-cultural fluency, loyalty metrics. These files are updated quarterly and reviewed by MBS himself, according to a royal aide. They are trained in both hard and soft power. Combat basics with retired special forces, mediation sessions with former United Nations envoys, even theater lessons to master poise under pressure. They study history not just to learn what happened, but to prepare for what must never happen again. One insider joked, "They are not being raised like heirs. They are being programmed like future heads of state. And when the time comes, they will not enter politics. They will already know how to control it." These are not children in the conventional sense. They are high-value state assets. Silence as a weapon. In the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, silence is not absence, it is armor. Mohammed bin Salman learned this from the shadows of power. Secrecy protects, it obscures targets, it creates fear. Unlike other Gulf royals who show their children off in choreographed Instagram posts, MBS has chosen invisibility. There are no birthday celebrations on social media, no public school enrollments, no appearances at charity galas. Why? Because information is vulnerability. Every enemy of the state, from foreign agents to dissidents abroad, would give anything for a data point on MBS's bloodline, a face, a location, even a name. So the Crown Prince's children grow up in a curated vacuum. What they do not have in public adoration, they receive in unparalleled privacy and security. Their silence is their protection, their anonymity a strategic weapon. But it comes at a cost. The children do not walk through malls. They do not attend amusement parks. They do not make friends freely. Trust is regulated. Movement is restricted. Every interaction is vetted. Inside the palace, they live in cloistered luxury. But beyond those high marble walls, the kingdom does not even know their voices. Some staff are said to wear augmented reality visors that blur the children's faces automatically, even in private, to maintain protocol. Others sign lifetime confidentiality agreements. Leaks are not just scandals. They are treated as breaches of national security. In Saudi royal tradition, discretion has always been valued. But under MBS, secrecy has become sacred. Silence is no longer just a form of protection. It is a curriculum. It is culture. They are taught how to disappear before they are taught how to speak. taught that power begins with restraint and visibility is vulnerability. Even their cousins in other royal households do not know them personally. And when they finally step into the public eye, it will not be as children. It will be as sovereigns forged in silence. They are not just royal. They are sacred state secrets. Somewhere in Riyadh, a child walks across a marble floor with biometric sensors beneath. A drone whirs above, following silently. The world does not know his name, but someday it might bow to it. This is the reality of MBS's children, royals raised not with crowns, but with code. Not with toys, but with tools of statecraft. Born into a kingdom of oil, shaped by power and wrapped in a silence engineered to last. They are the future of Saudi Arabia. Not influencers, not celebrities, but silent architects of a new order. And when the curtain lifts and one of them finally steps forward, the world will not be prepared. Would you choose this kind of power if it meant total isolation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. One reply will win a mystery luxury gift.